this? This is Solana. And what is that drawing there? This drawing, I think I made this in the last stream when I explained the EMA crosses and reversals. Right? Yeah, yeah. That's that. And it moved like I think it was like this, guys. I think Solana was like this. And I was explaining the EMA crosses and reversals, how it looks. And I said, if we get the cross, the EMA cross, then the EMA 200 here on the H4 time frame that acts as resistance now, it will become support, I said, right? And I had made this drawing that this MA likely then acts as support. And yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, pretty much like that. Solana has moved. As you can see, this EMA 50 on the H4 time frame acted as support. That is the EMA 200 on the H1 time frame here. It bounced on it, and now again it's bouncing on it. And again, as I said, I was looking, guys, and for me it looks like we bounce here again on the H1 EMA 200 on Solana. What is this? Ripple. Most coins look like they will bounce here for me. As I said, this is Fat coin, also still looking bullish on the EMA 50 H4 time frame. Yeah, this looks bullish, guys. So I would long this here, with stop below this low, below yesterday's lows. And the same for all the altcoins, for most coins. What is this? Bitcoin, let me go down. Pepe is still valid. My Pepe trade is still valid. And I thought altcoins look like this, look like they will bounce here. So what about Bitcoin, I thought. Then I looked at it and I was searching for Confluence. And then I looked at it and thought, damn, this looks like it is making a parallel channel, right? I am using a parallel channels very often, guys, as you know, for Confluence. Then I had drawn it like this. And yes, it is pretty clean here on the upside with here and also at the bottom. Look here. These touches, they are very, very clean, right? So then I thought, yes, we likely sweep these recent lows for an entry here. And it can still come down a bit lower, guys. As you can see, there is still a bit more room. Although it must not necessarily touch this one again because it did already here. So it must not touch it necessarily, this bottom of the channel. It doesn't have to do that, but it can. It can still sweep this recent low and then maybe reverse. But it's already looking good. The reaction that we get, they are looking bullish. I mean, this recent reaction looks bullish. So if we sweep this one again and then again get another bullish reaction, that would give me much more confidence, right? So we are long now, this field. And also, as I said, the previous long is also still valid. Yeah, this was my idea, guys. This is what I thought. So I was looking for confluence, and this parallel channel gave me a bit more confluence. And regarding the higher time frame, as I said, this would be the bullish version. This is what we all want. This is possible. This is not like, Bull Tart or Moon Boy version or so. This is realistically TA-wise. This can happen. It is not crazy to think like this because TA-wise, this is possible and realistic. What will you name the strategy? Draw FIP. Muro, how to draw FIP for our trade for TPS correctly. For target. Oh, bro, I have a lesson about that here in the Fibonacci in the lesson section, brother. Here, lesson section, and then the first lesson was about Fibonacci. This one. There I explain how to use Fibonacci for dips and also how to use it for targets. But I will show you real quick now. Okay. Targets, brother. You draw it from the recent high to the dip to the low. Let's make it on Ethereum. I mean Solana, which is one altcoin. All right, bro. This is Solana, and this is from where it recently rallied, where it started the rally. And for a dip, brother, we use it like this. From the dip, from the low where it started, we draw the Fibonacci retracement tool to the high, to here. Okay? And then the dip that we get is usually, as we had many times explained, the 0.618 Fibonacci level, or more likely the 0.75. And as you can see, Solana came down to there perfectly. Okay, maybe not touch the 0.75 perfectly, but remember, it doesn't have to do it perfectly, guys. This is only for confluence, only help. Okay, so it doesn't mean it has to touch it perfectly. So it's good to always leave a bit more room when you want to enter, or a bit more room when you use stop losses, for example. Let me quickly show you what I mean. So if you had targeted this as entry, brother Sasha, you should leave a slightly more room to the upside. And for your stop, you put it below the 0.75. And ideally below a demand zone. And here is the demand zone. And if it wicks into the demand zone, you leave a bit more room. Yeah, like this. And what you can target is, brother, if you think that Solana will make new highs, so if you are looking, what could be the target if it makes new highs from here, if it continues bullish, then, brother, you draw the Fibonacci the other way, not from the low to the top, but from the top to the low, from the top to the dip. Okay, from here to the low. And then you target these targets here. 1.618 or 2.618. Okay, so if it makes new highs, this would be the first target. Obviously, the first target is the recent highs, this one, brother. So if you think it might not make new highs, then you target the recent highs here. If you think it could then bearishly reverse and go down, then this is the first target, the recent highs. And then if you think it might make new highs, then this is the 1.618 level. And then the 2.618 level. Sorry, I explained it a bit more in detail again, for those who already know this. Yeah, but this is actually how to trade it, the Fibonacci. Yeah, Malik, I will check Ethereum too, brother. Then looks like Muro won't let your soul trade get filled. What's his entry? Bro, it doesn't mean that I'm right always, you know. I am, especially recently, I'm very often wrong because I don't pay enough attention. You actually have to spend time in this current market. You need more time in the market. What's the Solana trade? He's looking for a Solana entry. Maybe this one? Okay. He's looking for a much lower entry at the lows. Okay, yeah. He had already drawn out the correct Fibonacci levels. Yes. It is currently bouncing on the Fibonacci levels. Then things that we get move much lower to the lows, to the recent lows. I mean, it's an idea, of course, from him. And he knows it could also bounce here on the Fibonacci levels. It's possible. So that's why you can try here. And if this fails, the next logical level would be like Dan said, the low, brother. A sweep of that low, maybe. So this would be then the next logical level to look for an entry. But why not look here? It is, first of all, you have the trend-wise confirmation with the moving averages. Okay, the EMA 200. On the H4, EMA 50, and so on. We had the bullish cross. This is the reversal. It is now riding the EMA as support. Exactly as I mentioned in the previous streams, in the recent streams. And for me personally, as long as it is on this trend, riding it, then it's bullish, guys. Okay? Yeah. This is how to use the Fibonacci, Sasha. I hope it was clear. Real quick again, for targets, you draw it from the recent high here to the low of the move, and then you target the 1.618 or the 2.618. But because, brother, because this is not actually the real recent high, the real recent high was this, right? And the real low was this. This recent here is basically within this bigger move. Also, if you look from the higher time frame, you would say that this was the high and this was the low, right? So this is what I would use. So this is what I would use for the high and for the low, because that's actually the high and the low. And then, brother, you target, as I said, the 1.618 and the 2.618. And I'm pretty sure that they are in confluence with levels on the chart, because, as I said, guys, in TA, all comes together. It's like magic. Everything comes together for a perfect, match. How do they say? Fibonacci, moving averages, everything is in confluence with each other. As you can see, these levels, they are perfectly in confluence. Look, the 1.618 with this support here, the 2.618 with this level here, supply zone is here, 160, 160. Yeah. Is it clear, Sasha, how to use the Fibonacci for targets? Easy, right? Very easy, brother. Simple. From the high to the low, then target this 1.618 and then 2.618. And you find this tool here in TradingView, and then you can go into the settings from this tool also. The settings by right clicking or here, and then you have to activate these 1.618 level and 2.618 levels, obviously. Okay, you have to do that. I don't know if it's also possible in the free version of TradingView, but you can also make here, guys, you can make templates for Fibonacci. For example, this is my target setting here, TP setting for Fibonacci. And when I want to use it for dips, I choose this one. Okay, so I have different templates here. And for ranges, for example, I have also this template. So this is a range here now. Okay, and also I think Dan things like that right now. That's why he targeted the low, because price action traders always think in terms of this, that we are forming a range here right now. This is nothing but a range. And then you would obviously target the lows here for an entry. And then again, target the highs. And then again, the lows. This would be if you would go sideways, guys, in a range. But I think as long as we are here right now with the trend, we just had the bullish crosses on the EMA. This is basically potentially, I'm not saying it is, but this is potentially a very bullish move right now. And in that case, you won't get a sideways move like that. You will simply get a strong rally. So in that case, we are looking at the moving averages for confluence, like I said here. And yes, that's basically it. It can go sideways later, likely, but here it is less likely in my opinion. Yes, it can do it, like Dan said, it can come down here and do that sideways move, but I think it's likely that it keeps going up from here. It's also possible. It's not like, yeah, too crazy right now. This is possible. And if not, if we go lower, I would think like Dan and think that we make a range here, guys. Okay, then I would join that idea and target here like this, think like this. Hope it's clear. Ethereum. Um, okay, let me look. Honestly, brother, I don't mind if I don't get filled. Other than you might still get filled. It's, as I said, if you form a range here, then we likely, uh, then we could get the lower entry. But I think it's more likely that we get the bullish move because we just had the bullish trend reversal, and the trend is looking like that. You know, here as long as we are here on the strong moving average on the H4 time frame, it is more likely. Here, look at this. This is the 200 simple moving average. Okay. What could happen, brother Sasha, is that we still get this move after a scam pump. That can happen. So that we get a scam pump and then come down to here. So then would then get filled actually, but a bit later. And looking at Bitcoin, I think it's possible, guys. I think it's possible that we come up to here and then reverse, right? So that's why my target is not that high for Bitcoin actually. I have only this target. And I will also take profit earlier. I will trim some off here at 1.5 hour around 91 because it is possible that this is only a scam pump that we get also on Solana. So then would get filled. Okay. As you see, guys, the market made us really skeptical. PTSD. We have to, but we have to be careful because it's for a reason, that we are skeptical and careful is for a reason because we had many scam moves. But usually, when you start being that cautious and careful because you are PTSD, that's when the market actually turns bullish and leaves you behind. Because you are this careful, you think, oh, okay, if I am now bullish, then I will likely round trip again. Okay. And when you are PTSD because the market made a lot of moves like that, that's usually when the market really turns bullish after making everyone PTSD. And in long before stream, learning so much. Bro, really, really happy to read things like that you guys are learning and improving. That's more important than signals, in my opinion. Signals you can get everywhere, but our goal is that you really learn something, and that you don't need us, that you can trade on your own. And if you ask me, guys, I would really love you guys to um, to actually learn it so good that you can also start your accounts on X, share trades, and maybe earn money from Twitter. Also, side income, Those people follow you. When you share good traits, people will follow you. Brother Zasha, yes, you are very active, Zasha. I would recommend you, if you have that time to be so active, I would recommend you to use the social media and share what you are learning. That's how I started social media. I never intended to be an influencer or, I just shared what I am learning myself. I was learning, and when I learned something new, I shared it. And I shared that, what I had learned. This is how my account got bigger and bigger. And if you have an account like that, you are you have more options, more opportunities to make money. Not only trading, but you can get more offers from from projects. They ask you, for example, if you can help them with marketing, and they give you money for that. By the way, I am not doing that much. I'm not like a paid chiller. Usually never did that. That's why people trust me on X, because I'm not like those paid chillers who chill everything. But it's not like I never have done it. I have done it a few times when my friends asked me. So sometimes friends ask me if I can help projects. I say no. They say, please, come on, good project. And I check it. And okay, sometimes I help people by promoting their projects. But of course, they paid me. So, but I didn't do that much. I think I can count on one hand how many projects, or two hands maybe, how many projects I had done paid marketing. It's not much in the 8 years where I'm sharing content. But that's all of what I wanted to say is if you have an account on X, guys, you can get also affiliate money for promoting exchanges or different platforms, and you can get yeah, some side income there. It's not the world. It's not like you get rich from that, but it's a side income. And why not have that? So, Zasha, brother, I recommend you, if you have that time, if you are learning trading, why not start an account? And this is for everyone here. We would support you. For everyone, as you can see, I am supporting my friends, colleagues by mentioning them on Twitter. We would do that for the members as well. So if you want support on X, no problem. We do that. We love to do that. We are a community here, and we want to be a supportive community for our members. We are helping each other. Um, okay. All right, let's look at Ethereum. Malik, it is same like Solana, pretty much the same. If I look at it, I see a trend here. The first things that I see when I look at charts is here, guys. What my eyes see is these trends, these potential trends. And in a smaller time frame, I would I would say here, I would look at this, brother Malik. It is currently here still on this recent trend, which is in confluence with the moving averages, the 200 on the H4 time frame, the simple moving average, and also the EMA. Yes, which is in confluence with the previous support, the previous resistance level here. This was resistance, right? The 3050 level. And now it is possibly support. And that's why the EMA is there, actually, guys. The reason why the EMA 200 is there here at this level is because it's always like that. The moving averages here, 200 or 100, they are at levels, at major levels, guys, where support or resistance is. This is why it's very useful to use moving averages. This is why this is my favorite indicator, because I don't have to draw, on charts to see. For example, I scroll down here the watch list. I look at the EMAs and I immediately see in 1 second where support and where resistance is. Look here. I'm scrolling down real quick and I see immediately that here's resistance, here's support. It's very helpful. Look, here was support, here's the next resistance. Look how it came up here and then to flip this one here to support. You see that very fast. Also for the brothers, for the price action traders who don't use EMAs yet, I can recommend because it's very fast to very helpful in seeing trends fast. I scroll down here. I don't have to draw anything. I see it immediately, guys. I see that this here, for example, is support on ton. You see ton. I just have seen this open for 1 second. I see it is retesting support without drawing this level here. Usually you would have to draw this level. But the moving average made me see this immediately in 1 second by scrolling down the watch list. And look, the daily the daily 50 MA is in confluence with the H4 200 EMA, which is in confluence with this level, the previous resistance level, which will now potentially turn to support here. And this is also in confluence with the 6-1, probably the 618 level. Yes, when it comes down to here, to that EMA, it will be the 0.618 from this year, from the third wave. Okay. Oh, we almost went up 1 hour, I think. Yeah. Guys, I would say TP1 here at 90. One moment. First of all, we are in profit. Congrats. That's good. We longed here and we are immediately up. Fast move. So congrats. Was the right idea so far. Now here is a potential resistance, although it's not a strong one. So this is not a strong supply zone. But yeah, it's potentially resistance here. TP1 is actually this recent high is TP1. That's 90K, 600. A bit less than 1 hour, I think. 0.7 or so. Yeah. And then target the potentially the highs. Sweep of the highs. Then, maybe then, the market can turn bearish, guys, for a sideways. For a sideways move. Or even, yeah, like I said, to sweep these lows and these lows for potentially this year, for potentially this bearish move. Yeah, because we are not moon boys, we think logically this is possible. I mean, after some bullish moves here today, it can still turn bearish, guys. It is still not decided. And then we would trade like this, in my opinion. I think Wave has the same idea. I think this is the bias from Wave. He thinks that we likely get this. I am neutral, personally, as long as we are going up from here. As I said, we can make new highs. It's still not decided, in my opinion. But if we go down here, then probably Wave is right, and we we get this. Zach, bro, I hate that coin. Now, because I have no luck, guys. When I shared Zach, the devs, the team decided to leave the project. Basically, the bad news came on the day when I shared this law. I shared this on X, guys, to 400,000 people. I shared this to my followers. Uh, I had shared this in advance, basically, when it made this up move. At least, so I had targeted the lower entry at least. So I was not like long here, but I said it likely comes down. But the thing is, it came down and then it dropped. It fell below this trend because bad news, brother. It's bad news is not good. Guys, leave the project. I mean, it cannot be more bearish than that. So, mm, yeah, I see they are still active. They launched a wallet, but there are people fighting Zach now. You also should not, uh, what's the word? I forgot the English word. Uh, unterschätzen. What's the English word? Underestimate. Yeah, yeah, right. You should not underestimate the fudders, guys. The people who make FUD. I think Bitlord is fudding them now. A big account. I have seen him fudding them all the time now. And this is very bearish. Look here. Zach Cash claims it's making a wallet for billions of users, but currently can't scale past per second. It reminds me of Somali daycare fraud for some reason. So he's fudding them extremely, you know? This is like Elon Musk is leaving Tesla. He's comparing it, you know? And this is FUD. Guys, as long as you have people like this fudding the project now, it's bearish. So that's not good. So, brother, it's also coming down here after this bearish retest. Was it a bearish retest already? Let me check. It didn't even make a real bearish retest. So I would have said, if I had longed it here, I would have said it might come up to here. But it didn't even do that. It didn't even come up to there. So, brother, the one who asking, uh, Hacı, Thakor Hacı, I think even if it comes up from here, so let's say it reverses here. Hacı, it can possibly reverse here, but then it would still face this resistance here. The previous support would be resistance here, this level. Okay, and that is the 470 level. And then you have confluence also with the moving averages, right? The moving averages now, we had a bearish cross. This is now resistance. The moving averages that were support are now resistance again. So this is what I think about Zek, brother Hacı. Okay, so it might go up, one more move up, but then likely, if the fudders keep fudding, if Bitlord keeps fudding them, it is more likely that it goes down. And when you look at the daily, yeah, the 200 EMA on the daily time frame is likely where it goes next. That's what I would say about Zek. So here, let's draw a range. And maybe by that time, some bullish news come out again. Maybe the dev team comes back and makes surprisingly something very bullish, then maybe at a later time it can turn bullish again. But right now the FUD is too too recent. It's now happening. They are fudding it now. Yeah. BNB looks good. Yes, brother. BNB is bullish, Koala. Can we please ZKP also? KP is also bullish. BNB is bullish anyway. Everything with Binance is bullish. Uh, it is very bullish, brother. But Koala, this is how most altcoins look right now, brother. EMA 200 on the daily time frame. We had the consolidation, the potentially accumulation phase. And now this is how most coins look right now, but on the H4 time frame. The thing is, BNB looks like that on the daily time frame. So regardless of the market, this looks bullish on the higher time frame to go up on the higher time frame. And let me quickly show you what I mean with most altcoins look like this on the H4 time frame. Let's scroll real quick. Yes. Look, I want you to look at the moving average structure, guys. Let's keep scrolling. And you will see similarities on most coins. One moment. These are the majors, but we are now entering the phase now with the coins that have lower volume. They will all look the same, guys. Look at the structure, the EMA 200, and how the coins are flipping them, and then how we are getting the potentially bullish cross right now, and the coins retesting the potential support level. And I think most of these coins, if the market continues bullish, will go up from here, at least to the recent highs. This is what I think about all the coins right now that you will see. Look now, I start scrolling. This is the same. This is the same. This similar. This is the same. Look, BNB, brother, is the same. It looks on the H4 time frame like this, but also on the daily. That's the difference with BNB. Okay? But let's keep scrolling. Similar. This is a newly listed coins. It's different. This is Bitcoin Cash. I had drawn this projection and it moved very accurately like that, guys. This surprised me recently. So I had drawn this projection on Bitcoin Cash when somebody asked me. I said, would likely break out, go sideways. And then what happened is it made exactly that, guys. So look, very accurate. And I keep scrolling. Look at this, guys. Pangu, pretty much the same. Also looking bullish, in my opinion. It will likely go up from here. This same. Look, I just keep scrolling and everything looks the same. You see this? Look. Similar, same. Yeah. In the past, I used to say, guys, this will pump, this will pump, this will pump, this will pump. Everything will pump. And then that's how that phrase got famous on Twitter. Everything will pump. Because I made videos and I said, this will pump, this will pump, this will pump. Look, everything, it looks like this. You know what I mean? Yeah, brother, look at this. This is crazy. All the coins look the same. And they look like they will pump. So everything will pump. Yeah. That's why I said it. I mean, we have already some started already. What is this? Zen. No, one moment. What is this? GPS. Yeah, it's a lower market cap probably. But look, this is what most coins, I mean, some coins at least, will do that are right now. Yeah, here at support. What is this? SPX. Yeah, also really bullish. This tier, very bullish, guys. This structure in general that we have right now is very bullish. So you can long all these coins. If I had more time, then I had already shared, I think, longs on these ones. So at least target the recent highs here. But if market is more bullish, then you can target, like I said, using the Fibonacci, uh, the 1.618, and that will be in confluence with levels, with important levels. Look here, guys. It's always the same. You see this level perfectly in confluence with the 1.618 level here, and so on, and the 2.618 level here with this one. That's what you target next on all these coins that look the same right now. Look, same, same, same. Look at this IP. I don't know what this coin is, but all these coins look bullish in my opinion. Let's keep scrolling. Same, 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 same. You know what I'm saying, guys? It's all the same right now. It depends on the market. Really depends on the market. If market uh, remains bullish, then all the coins will follow these ones that already are front runners. So these coins are leaders. They are leading already. Look, grass, for example, it bounced here on the EMA 200, and this is what I think most of these coins will do next. ZK, I don't know this coin, but yeah, probably also support bounce. Okay, guys, this is what I mean. Look, same, same. Yeah, some went lower. Of course, not everything uh, moves perfectly. You will have outliners always. Outliners are coins that are more bullish than the rest or more bearish than the rest. So they are doing their own thing. But most coins look like this. You see this? This one, they look the same. And I am leaning bullish, guys. I am leaning more bullish that these coins will pump from here, at least. I think I'm ending the stream because my kid is downside with his little cousin. They are playing Nintendo. I have to check them. My wife is still not home. And we already have 1 hour, guys. So do you have important questions, anything? I think we covered Ethereum and Bitcoin, everything. And also what I think about most altcoins right now. Yes. So I think we mentioned everything, right? You can also question me in the main chat, guys. It will be easier for me than to reply. I will just reply with text. Need your advice on lit 2, please. Thank you. Rejecting previous day low, currently lit. The newly listed coin, right? The newly listed coin lit. Brother, why is the chart like this? Or is this not the one? Are there different lits? One moment. No. Is this the one you mean, brother? Yes, lighter. Okay. What is this here? Why does this look like it had a CME gap or so? You see this? What was there? Did they had a like a launch from mainnet or something like that? Yeah, coin migration. Yeah, that's what I mean. Migration or mainnet launch or whatever. But this is the chart, yeah? Lit. As I said, it's a newly listed coin. Uh, logically, here is potentially support, and then Yeah, the chart doesn't give too much. It's not helping very much, guys. Here's the MA200. So support is logically either it continues bullish here, because that can happen, that the coin just keeps bullish, moving bullish. Guys, that can happen. So in that case, brother, it would have to go up here and ideally break out. So then I would long it here at the breakout here. But use a wide stop below the, still below the, yeah, below the channel then. If you target new highs. So that's what I would look for. Or it comes down here to the previous, yeah, to the support level actually, which was resistance here, previous highs. That's in confluence with the EMA on the H4 time frame. 180 levels, brother. That's my advice. If you are looking for an entry, you might get that entry because this is a newly listed coins. It might move regardless of the market. Even if everything goes up, this might come down to that level, 180 level. That's my advice, to wait for that level. Or as I said, if it continues bullish, if it continues bullish, then I would look for a breakout to the upside. And how to do that? As I said, it would have to break out here. One moment. Yeah, it would have to flip these highs, this high here. What is that? 320, 325, bro. If it bounces here and flips that level, what should I say? It's already, yeah, it's already up. I think Wave shared this trade at the bottom, caught this nice trade, right? He shared it here at, where did he share it? I don't know. For a recent up move, I think. Was this coin that he shared? Lit? Maybe I'm mixing it. I don't know. But yeah. Brother, let's keep watching this one. As I said, it could come down to 180 levels, where the H4 EMA 200 is. Because this is a newly listed coin. I mean, maybe not that new, but it's a new coin. Oh, wait a minute, 222? Oh no, this is the weekly time frame. This is not a new coin actually. So why am I mixing this one up? There is one newly listed coin also called Lit, isn't there? But I have seen a coin like with the name Lit that is newly listed. Let me check one moment. It was at Bybit, really listed recently. I'm checking right now on my phone. Yes, at Bybit. It's newly listed in the perps. Yeah, yeah. Really listed even, yeah, a week ago. Lit USDT. And it's the same price, so I think it's the same coin. This listed at Bybit, guys, recently. It was already on Binance, as I see. One moment. December 25. No, on Binance is also. What the fuck? Ah, okay. I think because of the migration. Guys, you have to help me out. After the gap. Yeah, exactly. After the gap, brother, it got listed, newly listed. right, at Binance and also on Bybit, because they had some kind of migration or mainnet launch, whatever, right? Yeah, and that's probably why, also why it jumped together with the market turning bullish. After that migration, it was probably successful. When a migration happens and they are managing everything well, the project is managing the migration very good, or whatever the project is updating, mainnet launch, whatever. If they are managing it good, then it's bullish and moves like this happen. So if they keep being bullish, brother, then this can continue go up. For now, I cannot say anything because the chart is not very helpful. And Dan said I should check the Binance chart. Let me check the Binance chart then real quick. Yeah, he said this is the actual data. Yeah, right. Yeah, it's more helpful, to be honest. This chart is more helpful. Mm. Thank you, Dan. Like this. Much, much better, much more helpful like this, to be honest. Yeah, it is like I said. If it flips the recent high, that's triangle here. It would give more confluence. If it flips this one, then that's helpful. 325 level, as I said, or it might find support here. At the 280 level, like I said, here previous lows. The 280 level is the H4 time frame on the all-time chart here. Because Bybit has the all-time chart right here, since 224. And this EMA 200 on the H4 time frame is what I would look at, and that's this coin is really confusing me, guys. Different charts on different platforms. Look at this chart and look at Binance chart. It's completely different. But yeah, if you look at the Binance chart, as I said, brother, either it breaks out here, then it could be longed, or it comes a bit lower to 280. Then it would have to find support there at 285, and then it could be longed. All right, fam. Mainnet launch. Yeah, exactly. As I said, mm, let me check Bitcoin one last time. Yeah, it's bitching around now. After we got the first move, the nice move, it's now started being annoying. It might come down again, sweep this low, and then go up again even, guys. That can happen. But as long as it's above this channel, this trade is still valid. Okay. Okay, guys, I will share trades when I see confident ones. I don't want to share trades when I am distracted. Sometimes I tend to, see bullish stuff when I look on my phone, but I am actually distracted in that moment. And it's better if I don't share those trades because they tend to be wrong. So let me please start sharing trades when I have a bit more time to pay more attention. All right, guys. Wish you a good evening, good night, good weekend. Take care. And yeah, you're welcome, JV. See you guys. Good night.